Okay. All right. Welcome back to what am I calling this? Space Engineers Extremely Survival. Yeah. So last week we got some work done on the base, and I bumped my mouse. Getting things inside and in a position so that we don't get shot up in case we are attacked. And we found all of our base materials and was able to revamp at least our mini miner so that we can get moving. Today, my plan, is to work on the kind of arc ship that we're going to be using to get out of here. To go away to another place, another land, a peaceful land. I have no idea. I don't know where we're gonna end up. But yeah, so this is all true. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm trying something new here. I'm trying to see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was just opening up the Twitch chat on my phone because not that there's anybody out there. I just want to make sure that I don't miss something if someone does message me because I don't want to be rude. Okay, so what do we got in the base now? It's, I don't remember. I didn't I was a good boy this time. I didn't do any offline playing. How's this? Completing 7 hours. I'll never drain. Don't have to worry about that, kid. I moved the door. I didn't really move the door as much as I accidentaled the entryway. So now it's over here. Let's see. This battery's doing very well, actually. Yeah, 2.8 megawatts. Very nice, very nice. Okay. We need to build an arc. First, let's look. I'll just jump in this chair and look. Okay, there we go. I need to see how much material we got. Got a little bit of irons. Enough to build the major refinery. So we got enough to kind of start laying some stuff out. We may need to go make a run for more iron. Working on my shitty pronunciation of things and stuff. All right, well, the very, very, very first thing we need to do is we need to get a mount going for where the new ship is going to build at. It seems like I want to come off of there somehow. And by there, I mean here. So it would be nice to have it right around here somewhere. Don't expose it too much to base. What I'd like to do is just change this into a T. What do I got on me? Yeah, alright, so let's put some masking tape right there. And then we're gonna. Alright. I'm gonna turn that on so I can see what I'm doing. Sneak around here. I think I have. I need to get access to my inventory. It's part of the reason why I'm doing this. Is I have no way to get access at this stuff. All right. All right. now with that in place, we can. I wonder if we can go straight out, like how bad that's gonna be. Hope everyone's week was okay. Mine was doing all right. Yeah, that's gonna be really. It's gonna be really far out, man. How about 1 point? It's really hard when you haven't built the ship yet to figure out how much space you need for said ship. I can lose the blue here. Hell. So it'd really be nice if I could just go another direction. Let's see. Before we go too far, let's figure out how far is. Alright. Boo, 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 boo. Almost not quite. Alright, looks like it's about there. Do I really want to use that much material? Yeah. It looks like because, and here's why. Actually, I do, well, I will. It's because I don't want to get in the way also of the solar array. That's the thing that's like generating my power. Why is that light? Did fun. Okay, it's just randomized. So that light. Light is always something to kind of keep an eye on because you can set it, and I don't think I have it set this way, but light, search light. Item movements on, that's what it's doing right now, but it's set to target small ships, and it is set to target enemies. So if it starts to focus on something, I mean, there's somebody around. Does it have a range? Light. Yes, 800 meters. So about the same as what a large grid Gatling gun is. And I would not be opposed to putting a. Well, anyway. Let's do this. That there. What the hell? Oh, it's because somehow I accidentally hit the Z key and lost my internal dampeners. It's like, where the hell is my character going? So there's a couple different ways. I mean, there's a myriad of ways. Let's just be honest. There's a myriad of ways that you can actually start a new build. There's landing gear. There's the rotor method. I tend to avoid like doing like the rotor or hinge method because in certain instances, usually on dedicated servers, the thing that you built on the rotor, even after you disconnect, tends to like still think it's associative with the original thing that it was, you know, attached to after it's done being built. So I tend to like to do everything from a freestanding standpoint. That doesn't happen through connectors. And so if you do this, and once you weld up these connectors, they can be connected because 2 updates ago they made it so connectors can be connected without having, because used to be before then you'd have to have some kind of battery at the other end of this connector for it to connect. If this one lost power, it would fail to connect anymore, but that's not a problem anymore, so you can do that. But I patch this together like this until I get around, because I'm going to wireframe it all. Because if I get attacked, I'd rather lose just a bunch of steel plate not like a lot of like steel plate and other miscellaneous parts, and basically a ridiculous amount of material. So, but we're gonna build off of here, and I'm gonna do this design from scratch, which means that it's gonna be hard because it's dark. But one of the things that I do want to have is very quickly. And do I have no? I want to make sure I have enough of random material so that I can build. But I want to. This has got to have things that this ship's gonna have to have. We're not gonna have. Eventually, it's gonna have to have a jump drive, but it doesn't have one right now. And we are not gonna have the capability of building one right away. But we want to at least mark out the space for it. We need a full-size refinery, full-size assembler. Because platinum's going to be hard to come by and hard to refine. And we all have the material for hydrogen. And we have found last week a big asteroid made of ice. We're obviously going with hydrogen, so we need to make sure that we have O2, H2 gens and hydrogen tanks. But I'm doing this in a compact method as much as possible. So some of these and some of these. Trying to look at my Stream Deck button and there's some smoosh on it. Couldn't see what it said. Alright, so generally when I'm wireframe designing, I tend to try to, girders are not a nice thing to have, but I generally try to have steel plate, interior plate, and some construction components. That's the starter block parts of most things. Like I said, girders are always a good thing to have too. In fact, actually, I'm going to let's throw something in there because we're gonna want some windows, and you start windows with those. So at least I have a few of those. And it makes it so you can frame out pretty hefty chunk without having to like weld anything. But it does take to have, it does put you on the spot to have some level of vision as to what you're doing. One of the other things is because I want to keep this small. I'm not going to have a large cargo container. I'm just going to have a bunch of smalls. Oh man, and there's an unknown signal. It's like, Erg. We'll leave it. It's so hard to walk away from it, but don't really need anything from it right now. So we're going to use as our junction boxes as these cargo containers because that will make connecting easy. So yeah, it's like I was saying, I want
energy low.
Energy low. And we can change these out anytime. Well, the beauty of wireframing this is that we're not committing to anything per se. Actually, I want to go here. So the design I'm going with is what is that? I wouldn't say there's a design I'm going with, but basically the refinery is a big ass chunk of stuff, and so it's kind of gotta get built around that. So I wanted to get it out of the way, but in line with that connector. I want it kind of one of the things that I've had in my fever dreams, I guess. Was actually I got probably make my life easier by jumping in this thing. Which now has full mobility. Very nice. This will cut a bigger chunk. Just want to make a decent amount of space so I'm not running into the rock. I'm trying to build Steve. Okay. A little bit of chunk out. There you go. Alright, let's burn this thing. Let's do run at this stuff here. Just a little bit. Three-dimensional space docking. Woo! What does that say? Fluff? Sure. Okay. Alright. So, a friend of mine and I play this game pretty consistently. More so me than them, but we kind of tend to laugh and giggle when we watch people online, you know, play space engineers, and just it's like they almost animately refuse to put cameras on the back of their connectors so that they can connect up to things easier. And I've commented about it many times, but every time I dock, it just makes me laugh because it's like, oh, like so many people think that it's like, oh, I'm saving time. No, you're not. You're wasting time. The 30 seconds it takes to put that freaking camera on the back. Yeah, I got weak and I just had to go after this unknown signal. The 30 seconds that it takes to put that camera on will be, you will make up in spades later every time that you have to sit there in third person and trying that, you know, switching around back and forth to try to get yourself aligned in three-dimensional space with a connector. When you could just be looking right at it. Not judgy, slightly judgy, very judgy. Anyway. Oh, hello, Moto. Yeah, so it was a good week. Nothing really. Damn it. Forgot to take out that light. Because I didn't take out that light, that material, that two construction components I don't get. Not a great loss, but I mean, if you're grinding it down for parts, you might as well get all of the parts. Mm-hmm. Oh, I did remember something that I need to do. One of the things I don't have, and I don't know if I necessarily need, but I kind of do, is a silicon deposit. So I have the this asteroid that I'm parked on right now has nickel and silver. I found last week ones for random block of stone. I found iron, cobalt, magnesium, and ice, and pretty much everything but silicon. So you can see I got 1K and I got a bunch of, so I'm good there. I'm currently chewing through a bunch of cobalt, but I don't have silicon. The windows, if I put a lot of windows in this, they'll take a lot of silicon, so that will be problematic. I might run out, and I have an idea of where, much like last week where I had all that stuff, where an asteroid ship would be, and I might go after that. But let's see if we can get through some of this first. Alright, where did my steel plate go? There he is. Alright. Let's see if I can get this grid layout figured out first. So, like I was saying, the refinery is kind of awkward. And this outer portion here you can't put blocks on it, it's not airtight. So we're just gonna stick that on the outside. And what I wanna do is kind of mimic that up a bit. And let's see, 7. Like these. No, I'm putting these blocks here, but I can take them out anytime. It's the beauty of mock-ups. We can do whatever we want. Whatever, I do what I want. Oh, we're gonna mock this. Hey. Oh, that didn't work out well. Let's screw that up. The beauty of wireframing. So. Okay. There, so now we've kind of recreated that. I think what I'll do is plan on my jump drive to be right here, and great use of the interior wall block is to, that's not. Yeah, no, I do need it there. Actually, do I want it there or? What I'm thinking about here is, do I want to shift this one more block back, which I can, And do I want to flip this down? Actually, and what I'm thinking is I'm going to leave it. Definitely want this port. So one of the things that I was talking about, when you're in the grid mode, sometimes you can't figure out where all of the ducting goes. With the refinery, notice how you see this straight bar where, and then you have this X. This parallel straight bars is where the connector is. So if I was to 9, 5, set this here, you can see that's what it would look like if it was welded together. So that's how you find the port. And it's interesting is that if you look off to the side here, again, parallel line, X. Parallel lines is where the ports are. Not here, so therefore down here is where that left right is. So that's good, and I don't want to turn that around, so I'm going to keep that. So the jump drive takes up, with being a 3x3x2 space, takes up a lot of space. What I'm being cautious about is that I still need to be able to walk through this thing. And right now I have my basically a 4 container breakout here, which may or may not stay, but it's just what we have right now. And I'm thinking my entry point's going to be right about here, off this connector, either here or here, like either I think right here. In fact, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and let's do this. We'll do this airtight door, so that way one of the mods that I added, so we can put that jump drive right there, and if we're careful we don't have to worry about reconnecting stuff.
Energy low.
All right, well, that's at least the jump drive kind of space. Excuse me. That's the jump drive space marked out. I've tried in the past to kind of be like, okay, I'll just leave the area blank, open. I won't put anything in there to kind of mark it out. And what I found is then I will screw up and I'll lose track and I'll put something through it, or I'll assume like, something about it, or I'll just lose track. It's better to put a block there that you can grind out later. Plus, if I need to make that airtight, and where the jump drive would be airtight but the open space wouldn't, it's better just kind of have the blocks there so I can make it airtight. Okay. Shoo. Oh, the sun's coming. Not soon enough. All right. So that's our jumpy drive. We need to fill out the space. Well, the first thing I want to do is figure out this front end. So the thing that marries up to that type of block is this type of block, and both sides, which lends itself to this. And then this. Okay. So now if I did the same thing up here, what would it take to get it to marry up? More plates, obviously. Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, it's because, like I said, these top blocks aren't, you know, they don't patch, they're, you know, not mountable. Let's see, all the way around, they're not mountable in any way, shape, or form. The beauty about having, so if you're being attacked, point this refinery at them. It'll take damage, sure, and you'll have to repair it later, but it will take a lot of fire before it goes away because of how much steel plate you got to put in. It's like gyros, man. Like there's 1,200 when they're fully welded. There are 1,200 steel plates that goes in this on top of like the metal grids and stuff like that. Whereas like there's what 600, 500 or 600 that goes into a gyro. Like the strongest ship you could ever build is one that's covered in refineries on the outside. I'm sure someone's probably done it at some point. Boop, 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 boop. Now I can't move that one block I placed there, but what I can do is, because I'm going to need it eventually anyways, is I'm going to put this there. So one of the things you'll see me do is I'll flip this around. This is because I'm OCD and I want the conveyor labels to be in the right spot. So what I'll do is make sure that this is not like this, but instead it's like this, so that that's placed right and then that's placed right. So that way the labels are correctly, and that there's no need for it, but I have to do it because I'm a weirdo. Okay, so, and I know I'm going to leave that there, so I don't have to worry about that. So if I need to, I can change this block out, which I probably will. I'll probably be doing some conveyor shenanigans at some points with it. But anyway. Alright, so that's looking kind of cool. We'll make this even pointier. And we'll do a similar thing up here. Boop, boop, boop. Alrighty. So yeah, that's kind of starting to look like something now. I want to make this wider than, you know, because I gotta do other stuff here. So what about that one? This one. Do that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's see what's going on with this. Oh, well, I get that actually, and this is where we're starting to get into where I might want to do some of this action. That's 3. G. Oh, gee, that's 1 by 1. I want this one. This is going this way, and there's part about placing these. That's the shady side. I want this new shady side on the outside. So it's this way. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Yeah. Yes. Let's do the same here. Ah, come on. And second verse, same as the first. Okay. So now we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna put these like this. Yeah, this. So now we have a natural crosshair in our front windows. All right, so now we just need to fill out this section. I think we have to switch back to this. Yes. Yes. I think that's the shady side. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I think so. Alright. We'll know when we weld it up and realize it's, you know, all wrong. There we go. Alright, we have front end of what I was been lovingly referring to last week as the arc, because we're gonna sail this across the seas to civilization. Sounds good on paper anyway. Alright, and I need to do something with this. Now we got something with this front end. We gotta do something with this back end. And then we'll do something with the middle. Then we'll do something with thrusters. And then we'll like do it all up, as it were. Right, so back to the number 7 key, to which I have the 1 by 2 menu of items. Where's it? Oh. We kind of do the same thing, repeat the same process here. I'm gonna run out of space. Stupid asteroid, get out of here. All right. Oh, sorry, I don't like it. All right. So we got that one, and this one. Let's say I feel crooked. So what I'm gonna do is I want to dead end this. So I'm gonna go to this and start seeing if I can start dead ending this. And granted, a lot of these blocks will go away once I start figuring out thrusters, but I create a pattern, a motif as it were, You know, so it's just like a perfectly, you know, smooth entity is not very interesting. It's when you kind of greeble it with little pokey bits and stuff like that, then it makes it interesting. It's kind of the same concept.
Energy low.
You figure out the smooth version of it. And then we greeble the outside and then make it interesting. First I gotta go sit on my ass for 30 seconds. Door. Should put an actual door on that at some point. If for no other reason to find it quicker. I don't know if I want to necessarily waste the material, but I mean, it does help flying around. It goes back to the thing I was saying with cameras, man. It's just like 30 seconds worth of work to cut out, you know, multitudes of minutes of goofing around. Or no, 3-1. Get in there. And what we'll do is now we're gonna go on 6. Yeah, and then we're gonna. So we're not gonna screw around working out how to make it airtight, because why? Just throw that there and. A lot of steel plates. Pardon me. Realizing I need to do a little inventory management. This is a cluster if I have ever seen one. Who maintains this stuff? I mean, really? That's fine there, but you guys need to not be here. And yes, like I said, I'm OCD, so these have to be in a certain order so that not so much that I can find them, I can visually tell very quickly what's missing. I don't have to sit there and kind of go back and forth to like here going, do I have one of these in, and I can literally go, okay. And they're based on popularity of use. Most popular, second most popular, third most popular, fourth, fifth, bottom. Alright, back to the ground. So from here, come on. There. I mean, that's all we really need. And perfect. And I'm going to weld this up so that I can see it. And it actually does something because it'll actually add a layer of protection. in case I am, in fact, getting shot at. So a lot of people will, so what you saw me do is that, so I pointed at here, you know, so I ran out of things, so then I right clicked on it, which added it to the build planner down here. Now, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll go ahead and they'll go over here and then they'll middle click their mouse, pull the parts, and then whatever they don't do, they'll shift middle click to make the rest. I'm gonna go ahead and shift middle click to just start making those parts now, even though I may have them, because I may want to use what I do have in inventory later. So I'll use I'll make what I use essentially. Alright, do I want to weld these floor blocks? Might as well just in case. That's gonna be 75 and 30. And I have them. Cool. Let's 25, 30. How do I know that? Because I've welded way too many of these stupid ass blocks. Each one has 25 interior plates and 10. So it's actually 24 because the blocks are already placed. I've just welded a butt ton of them. I know what they are. Okay, that's cool. Now I close the door or something. The big reason is like now when I'm flying around and I need to try and find the doorway to the thing, I can see the door. Alright, so we got the front end going. We're working on the back end. Up over. It's getting rather tight in here. Asteroid. Cramping my style, yo. Trying to be careful not to get too close to these blocks. Not that losing a metal grid is gonna, or a steel plate's gonna really, like, affect me emotionally, but it will jump scare me slightly. What? What's your problem? Now that's unusual. That is acting like it's something is floating in this space. See? I can connect it there, I can place it there. So either there's something inhabiting this space, or there's something not connected. That one placed, that placed. What is interfering? Let's see, so I can't. What's going on? That is very weird. So a lot of times when this happens is that your grid split, but you can't tell. start here. So that goes.
Energy low.
It's very odd. That'll place, that'll place. Oh, I know I. You. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to weld these together right now. So I got to. It's because it's recognizing the subgrid-ness of things, so I can't put it next to each other. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Just gotta jump ahead a little. Do that last. Faster, faster, faster. Pushing that basic assembler for all it's worth. Gonna do something. Gonna do it from here. I think it's. So in the full assembler, not necessarily in the basic assembler, but I can do it like this. I want to already like start getting another connector built. I'll put that already in production because I have two connectors. Two connectors. Really need to do is is kick out a bunch of these that I know I'm gonna need eventually. So I'm not waiting for them later. All right. So this. Okay. There now. now, because, so this, I can lose that. The block that was right here, which was actually attached to this grid, made it so that I couldn't put anything in place on this grid. So now that that's gone, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Boop, boop, boop. Now I need, but no, I do in fact need the steel plate though. It's on juncture. Take this one. I don't need that anymore. I was gonna grab more. Right. That gnat is getting a little, okay, it's starting to go away. It's like, he's inside 3K. When they start to get inside 3K, I start to get a tad a bit nervous. It helps if you actually grab. I did grab it. It's your problem now, numbnuts. It's not connected to this grid. That there. Yeah. Crap. What this is telling me is that this isn't actually, well, it's attached to something. But it's saying that it's not in the same space. Let me try something. I'm close enough now where if I take this out, oh, let's see. Yeah, that's still having a problem. It's this. Okay, that one goes. This one goes. That one doesn't go. So there is a problem. We better get this back on point. Yeah, there's a split. Yeah, there's a split grid in here, and I can't see it. Somehow we disconnected it, and the split grid situation going on, but I can't see it. So what I have to do is go through. Put everything back in. So that one goes, but that one doesn't. So I just keep removing stuff, removing and replacing until we find it. It's just really annoying. There. Where are you, split grid? You little bastard. Oh, Christ. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing. It'll suck if I do. Are you kidding me right now? All right. I'm gonna do something just
Energy
for
low.
the sake of time, just because this is gonna get really long and annoying. Yeah, that's what I see. So if I copy the grid, you can see where it's broken. So I'm gonna, instead of doing that, I'm gonna take away this part, and I'm gonna place it over here like it broke off. So I don't lose the material, but I can figure out where it is. So it's still a lot of work, but annoying. Yeah, I don't know which end would have been better to keep. So it's probably when I know exactly when it happened. It was when I was putting in the blocks. I was being very cautious when I was around here, trying to leave blocks in place that would make it so that the grid didn't separate. But obviously it did, and I didn't notice it. Because I got out of the paying a habit, because I'm running Build Vision in this, which Build Vision actually does a great thing of letting you know when you're going to hit a grind away a block that is going to affect another block. So see how it's, and I've said this last week, that's, you know, orangish yellow, this is red. That means that if I snip this, I'm still in creative mode, damn it.
Energy critical.
There we go. But let's do this. And I cut away this. This one ends up floating. Which is weird, because normally you can pound on it and it will float away, but they're going into station mode as soon as they're getting placed. Well, that's kind of annoying. It could be worse. Could have been all shot up and I have to like figure it all out from scratch. At least out of this I have like a template sitting off to the side. I have all the material. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to go. I accidentally placed those two blocks in creative mode, so I need to get out of... I need to take those out. Put them back the right way. Okay. Right, there's that. We're going to... There, no. This isn't quite right. And that needs to be... So we gotta start this all over again. That's supposed to be like that. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Because it's not right. It's not. It's just not right. No, it is right. And now I'm second guessing. I need to just calm down, Relax. It's fine. These things happen. Chill out. Yes, that's how that should be. That's how that should be. What is missing here is this one more block out. That's why. That's better. Let's see. I'm going to just do that there instead. And now I can do the it's very warm in this office today. Mostly because this Space Engineer's quirky game, she puts out a little bit of heat. Stay over there, Baldrin. It's getting awfully close. Alright, that's how I know I got it right, is that the point of this is ending up at the same spot as the point below. Phew. Alright, which means I shave these ones. One keeps getting closer, uncomfortably closer. All right, he's at 5-1, so 2-5-1 and now heading away. Okay. But I feel like each time they get just a tad bit closer. All right. So I'm gonna be actually gonna change this out. Just this one right here. That's gonna stay there. And we said we were doing the door here. Alright, is that right? Yes, okay, let's just get that all finished back up. Yes. I I'm trying not to rush, but at the same time, I do get this overwhelming feeling like I'm gonna end up having to face something at some point. And I'm not going to be anywhere near being a place to be able to deal with that. So it should be interesting. Okay. Oh, why'd I go? I don't know. I was like, why did I go get more steel plate? And the whole reason for like breaking out the parts where the grid had separated was so that I had the parts. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. And then what did we do up there? I think we had this, then this, and that's when we started the windows. And that, yeah. This was. No, that's not that. Need to get this into position, and the easiest way to do that is I need to just put this block here like that, and then get rid of all this. I think we're good now. We don't need this to remind ourselves of anything. To remind us of how we're boo-booed up. These things happen.
Energy low.
And energy lows happen. Usually at a most inopportune time. Gotta make you want it. In the door. How is our refining process going? And what's still saying? Yeah, it does. Home base. So we do have a little bit of magnesium if we need to shoot back. Mostly we're just, looks like we're just chewing on cobalt. That's fine. And that's okay. We do need to go get some more iron at some point, but and like I said, we'll definitely need to go hunt down that silicon, but I don't have to do all that quite yet. Let's get this all. Let's try to get this back to squared away. Okay, that's our front and back together. Let's continue to finish up the back now that we got all that squared away. Hopefully. Oops, wrong one. Yes. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. So you'll notice this is doing something I don't normally do, which is building on what I call an even keel, even number as opposed to an odd number, because we centered on a 2 block wide element being the refinery. This is okay, but it's one of those things where it does make it challenging in some ways, which is very humorous, I guess is the best way to put it. Just because it's it can be tricky for some. Right, we need to put back this. Like I said, is basically the glue. I think that's all right. Now we need to actually finish this up here. What do we do down here? I did go come all the way to there, so that's what I did there. Cool. All right. Yeah, we'll do it again. All right, so that's the back side. Now we need to do the sides. And I think we'll just be good. Well, do I want to? Yeah. I think what I'm just gonna do for right now is just do a run of this right down through there for now. As I say sometimes, let's not reinvent the wheel, man. It's just, if that's the block that works, use that block. All right, so now we've got it fully scanned and it's starting to take shape. Now we need to start thinking about how we're gonna make this bad boy move forward. So that means putting in thrusters. And we'll have to pipe and move these things around multiple times, probably, but we'll get a good idea to start anyways. So that's left, right. So it'll be down. Actually, I'm going to do down. Probably right here. Because, you know what, why not? Just looking at that, like, cargo container that's already there, and literally I can just set, for piping that, I can just do that, and then it's done. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's just replicate the top on the bottom. Up. All right, we have up, down, left, right. Now we just need front and back. Yeah, I think I probably placed that in creative mode. Oh well, it's only like 12 plates. So I'm actually going to, I mean, I could do that there, but the reason being I'm going back there is because I don't think that will carry over well to the other side, because I need a walkway. So I'll go ahead here. So I got some options here. Yeah, what I want to do is down there. That's what I think I want to do. Not up, I want to go down. So we're gonna put this back for now. I'm actually gonna work from down here. Let's actually, we got those two there. What if we just did this here? Because then all I have to do, pick up all of those, is this two right there, and that's handled. Beautiful. Now we just need to do the backing thrusters. So we got up, down, left, right, forward. Now we just need some backing thrusters. Now I put in right up in the front of this, where the refinery is, 2 blocks that I can use to place thrusters, but I don't want to place them right there. What I think I'm going to do is right here. And I'm going to stick with this because I'm going to want to do something like some gun turrets, I think. Something else. Boom. Boom. All right, let's put
Energy low.
yeah. Put those back and those back for right now. All right, that's all 6 directions. So next is, well,
O2, oxygen, and energies, and no. Let's be on. I don't think we're power hungry anymore. Okay. Yeah, I mean the battery, there's 3 lights. Yeah. Oh, that's the one we're discharging. This one is going to be charged in roughly 1 hours. Plural. Weird. Probably mean more than 1 hour. But we're at 244 of 3, so we're doing pretty good. How's this working? Already 1 of 1. He should be chalked off. Okay, he's going away. All right, so we got a refinery in here. We need to get an assembler in here. We need to get some O2 H2 gens in here. We got to make sure everything's piped. So that one's not piped, but we can. And yes, I'm just going to do this all in cargo containers. Space be damned. Let's see. So that goes there to there, which goes up there, which goes up there, goes there. So we just need to bring all of these together. So this goes. What is this doing? If I take you out, what do I lose other than space? Nothing. So, the first answer to the question is put those there. I can put an assembler right here with the ports like that, and it'd be very good. And where those blocks were that I just placed, yeah, nothing's gonna. Oh yeah. Right over those, I can actually place an O2H2 gen, or not. Select the right one. There we go. As long as the port is up over. So that's that. We need a bunch of tanks, and so that's up and down. Ooh. Speaking of tanks, thanks for the memories. I can do one here, one here. Here, one here, so that's 4 tanks, which is I think all I really need. And then I can just throw one of these at the end. It's the end of the assembler. I will, because why not? Cargo container. And the last we'll set it this way, and we should probably put a oxygen tank in here. So boom. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Cool. Alright, so I need steerage. Now it's just what is else that I need? Gyros. That's one of the things I do absolutely positively need. And batteries. Oof. Whoa. That was close. And put battery 1 in this thing, and I need like 4 for a jump drive, and I'll need reactors. Batteries I'll need at least 3, and reactors, I mean 1 is fine, but the more the merrier for sure. Well, let's just get the batteries out of the way right now. That way we can. The reason why 3 is a jump drive takes 32 megawatts to charge, and it'll draw away from the ship in any way, form, or fashion it can. A battery's fastest output or max output is 12, so 3 of them will do 36, which gives you 4 megawatts of overhead to run the rest of the miscellaneous things in the ship without you like going dead in the water. To charge a jump drive to full is 3 megawatts, and that is what a max charge of each of those batteries. So you will get with these 2 jumps, unless you have a method of recharging, and our method for recharging is going to be with an engine. And so I need to throw some engines on here, and I just remembered a great spot to put them. Because those are conveyor junctions. Whee! Boom. Let's make sure those are off so we don't forget. So with the 3 O2H2 gens and the 4 hydrogen tanks and the multitudes of containers, I should be able to, and these will produce, I believe it's 5 megawatts an hour. So they will essentially, as long as we're feeding them the system ice, we'll be able to recharge our batteries. Battery. All right, so there's that. Okay, let's do some. Again, I think we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and we're going to be able to start welding this monstrosity. We need a gyro, and we're going to want a grav gen. We don't need a grav. Well, we need a grav gen. Because the grav gen will, once completed, will make it so it will unlock us the ability to build the jump drive. So, but first things first, we're gonna need one of those too. This bad mamma jamma, and then have I even unlocked that yet? Actually, I think I have to do. I got that. I think it's because I got to do a full assembler, which I can do now because I have it laid out. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, the full assembler will unlock. Yes, that'll unlock that thing, which we need. Is there anything that we get with the full refinery being unlocked? I don't think so. Regular one. Oh, well. Stuff that I already got unlocked in other forms of fashions, but that's fine. Okay. So what was it there? Let's put some steerage in here. Don't worry about making it. We'll do all of the pretty little things like, you know, beds and kitchens and all that stuff later. But we need the main stuff. So we're gonna get going on, we need that assembler first. So let's see. We're now going to, I think we're at the point now where we're gonna start welding stuff up. So we're gonna have to work inside out. We got 3 batteries, which at 80 power cells is going to be 240 cells total. Oh, one of the things, excuse me, that I did want to add on this, which we're going to need, and I want to actually put them on relatively early, to be honest.
Energy low.
Is guns. Because now that we're going to start welding stuff up, if something comes along and attacks us, we want to be able to minimize the amount of damage. So let's take a look at where we're at here. We're going to need to get some more iron. Let's go ahead and get those rolling. The reason why I got the batteries done is now is that I can actually start charging them off the solar along with the current base, because the base one it doesn't really matter, because eventually we're just gonna leave. While I'm here, we did get some magnesium 30, so I'm gonna go ahead and make rounds. And I'm gonna go over here, drop this stuff off for the moment. I'm gonna grab 75, 90, 60, 240. Oh, I don't have that many. All of these. And yeah, we're gonna need to, and we're gonna set that up. I think what I want to do is work on the guns first and load them. So, fine. I don't have them unlocked yet. I have to finish the assembler first. Forgot. But oh, I don't want to throw these metal plates into those batteries yet. I had the stuff for the let's do this. it's gonna get really close. I got a feeling. Oh no, he's already going away. Good. Let's get this stuff going. Oops, wrong hole. Need to get the assembler done first. You can wait. I need this other stuff first. I think we should, if we get one gun done, that'll be enough. Then we can go out, grab some more material, and then come back, finish up the other stuff in that way. Because I'm gonna need the iron. Come on. Yes, this takes a lot of computers. The good news is that this cobalt, once it gets done refining, I think is all that we're going to need. Because we'll need a bunch of metal grids for the cargo containers, but it's like 4, and I got like 6 or 8. That's like nothing. And then there's 20 in the large refinery and 10 in the, which we already finished, that goes into the assembler. 40 per thruster, and I've got 2 in every direction except left and right. So that's 4 times 4 is 16, and 2 is 18. Say 18 times 40 is 40, 50, 40, 70, 720. Is that right? That can't be right. So 18 times 40, so 18 times 4 is 40. Yeah, 32, 720. Yeah, it is 720. It'll be close, because we're at 650 now. Well, no. Yeah, no, we're fine. 720, so, you know, it takes one of these for every... The nickel is the thing that's actually heavy, so if you look over here like this, it's the nickel is 1.67, but it's only 1 for that. But we're literally sitting on a nickel asteroid, so. I mean, the hardest part about the majority of this is time. Particularly putting together that refinery, because it's 1200 steel plate. It's going to be a while before we assemble all those. It may behoove us, since that we already have that, is to get this whole is to move all our material over into this environment, so and start working from there. But we need to have a gun first. So now that that's done, what we got on us? Cool, we have enough. I'm going to go ahead and put a gun in place. So, guns. When do we get guns? Right now. And with that, we also should have that. And that, and then that goes there. And that goes there. Yes, and the jump drive would go there, and we haven't unlocked vents yet, I don't think. Yep, we did. Cool. Because we need to put one of those in for sure. To get out of the way. Turn the auto movement off because it annoys me. Yeah, I need some metal grids for these too. Hit the wrong button. And we're out of iron. Bugger. Let's actually, that's how much do we need? Not much, 60, so I'm gonna disassemble that's weird. Oh, that's why. This is the wrong thing. I'm trying to do stuff on the assembler. No. No. I need to be here. What did I need? Actually, so we don't have that problem again. Assembler off. There we go. So the game will always default to the better of the two. And in this case, actually I didn't do that many. It's going to be the regular assembler. If I turn it off, then it will default back to the basic assembler. But you try to add stuff to the build planner of the basic assembler, just the old-fashioned way it won't. It'll keep throwing it in the assembler and then just sit there and hang because it's not piped up. Okay.
Energy low.
Now we just made a big step forward now, boy, because now the base is now defended. Not by much, but I mean, a Gatling gun does a lot. Particularly when you take this ammo here, only 12, and you put it in the gun. All right, and that's in there. And what we're gonna do is adjust this. I want it max range, but I only want you shooting out weapons, because I'll take the parts. Thank you very much. I wish there was a way, if I had another, what I would need to do is have another gun, and then I would have said other gun set to propulsion. So that way one gun would take out the weapons, the other one would take out propulsion, so that way it doesn't slam into the grid. But I don't want to leave it at a default, because default will just chew it all apart until there's nothing left. Alright, and we need, that's already lit. Up, up, and away. And we can go full out now because we have thrust in all directions. God. So we're gonna have to watch out for that ward of Lothan. Got 2 arrowheads on it. They will come after us. Just wanted to make sure those numbers started going back up. How did I end up with... It's gonna take up space that I don't want it taking up. How did you guys end up in there? That was my fault. I should have checked before I left. Side 2. I'm gonna start hitting the brakes now just because I'm not entirely sure how much distance this thing's gonna need for braking. Because those 2 ion thrusters aren't as strong as the hydrogen thrusters that's pushing it forward. So get it down to about there, that's good. It's a lot much easier than doing it with a hand drill, let me tell you. And quicker. Let's see. Come on, drill, fill up. Alright, not gonna. Fine, close enough. Alright, let's get out of here. drone facility has shown up. Crap. That means we'll have to contend with the occasional drone. Yeah, good thing we got that gun set up, but there's a chance that because I set up the gun, this is the reason why the drone facility's there, so. Little column A, little column B. Oops. Just jam my finger on the throttle there. God, man, it's just starting to get a little hectic. Parallax guys up at the side. I got Space Pirates up there. Just because the base is really far away, it doesn't mean we're not going to get the occasional drone that's going to fly in and give us some crap. So we need to get the outer shell of the Ark together. We need to get the guns in place, and we need to get the outer shell together so we can protect the innards. So we might have to do an outside-in kind of thing, which is a pain in the ass, but the concern is that the drone facility is going to start sending crap at us, and it's going to start shooting up stuff. It's always a balance. It's always you're just a little, 3 steps behind of wherever you need to be. And actually, while this ore is getting chewed up, I am going to go and grab the silicon. Ooh. Need to hit the brakes a lot sooner. I'm a little heavier than I used to be. So we got the hydrogen thrusters pushing as opposed to the ions. Yeah, needed to hit the brakes another, 3 kilometers when fully loaded, not 2. first things first, and you drop that steel plate off that we somehow accidentally ended up in our craft. Make sure that, okay, BESS has ice, but doesn't have iron. And let's plan out our trip here. So, I believe that the silicon is going to be on that rock right there. Either that one there. It's either that one there or that one there. So we'll try that one. What the heck is this? Unwelded block? Weird. At any rate. Okay. Yeah, that one. So while that iron that we just picked up is refining, I'm gonna go check this out. Hopefully by the time that we're done investigating this, that'll all be done, and then we can just start blowing out steel plate. Like, depending on how much there is, I might have to like just drop and go out and get another load. But that's what I can do while it's manufacturing plate as well, so that's always an option. Okay. We should should get another survival kit going. We have the one in the survival kit. Once we get the refinery up, we can refine silver, so that way we can get another survival kit going, because we're going to need one on the arc anyway, so we didn't place that because I don't want to be running a single survival kit. That's just playing with fire. I always find it somewhat ironic whenever I'm hunting down silicon, because it's usually one of those ores where a little goes a long way. you don't need a whole lot of it, but when you need it, you need it, and it's weird. I mean, that can be said about a lot. Like, you can never get enough magnesium because it's a pain in the ass to refine. Mining transport. Slow this down a little bit. This may not be the droids we're looking for. Yeah, this one says iron. So this is not it. Oh, yeah, it is. Iron silicon. There we go. Let's see if it's gonna be better on the other side or if this is the good as it gets. Looks like it's as good as it gets. All right, let's drop our four FE. Now remember, we don't need to have an epic crap ton of this stuff. We just need enough to do basically our windows and the few other parts that require silicon. I'll probably just fill that looks good, I think. Yeah, 255. Yeah, that's almost too much. It's 11K of this stuff, man. I'll never use all of it, but it's fine. This time, I'm gonna remember to hit the brakes a little bit sooner. Also, to not be doing, 90 meters per second. The question is do I want to actually weld up the conveyors that are leading up to the arc, or just hand transfer the stuff over once I get the refinery up? And it would probably behoove me to just step one, refinery. Okay, number one, get that up, and then step two, outer shell, and step three, all of the other things, and start moving operations onto the arc. Like,
The only problem I have is that we're not going to be able to leave until we at least get the thrusters in the gyro and the thrusters in every direction. But, you know, at least it will be, with the guns, it'll be able to defend itself to a certain extent. But to get there, this is like, we have a long road and we're running out of pavement. It's gonna get bumpy. Alright, we're a little lighter and we're a little slower, so I'm gonna hit the brakes right now. I remember this solar panel getting so close in the past. Alright, let's see how things are going in the refinery front. Now we can use this. Well, it looks like it made it through. Okay, we're good there. Let's just go ahead and not using this. Actually, let's use that. Inventory. Let's actually do it from where we can actually access the inventory. What we need to do is definitely need to get onto the ARCS system for sure. Do that, and then what I want to do first actually is this. I want to grab that cargo container so it makes it easier to get things in and out of the set assembler. And I can start moving all of the stuff that's in this cargo container into that cargo container. While I'm at it. There we go. Oh, I turned it off. Damn it. Did the exact same thing, the opposite as I did last time. Control panel, assembler on. Let's drop stuff off here. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna start all over. So I got everything all mixed up. There we go. Okay, now what we're gonna have to do is, can I want another one? The reason being, I'm temporarily gonna take this one out of place so I can put this one in place so I can reach the refinery when it's done. Might be jumping the gun slightly. Moving all of this stuff over there. But why do that? Weird. Go. We can start shifting stuff over into this. And you have, where's all that? Where's all the iron at? It's like 11K of iron, all of a sudden it's like missing. So it's still an assembler. It's in that one. It's a basic assembler. I want to shut off. Pull stuff out of it. That rolling on our steel plate for our refinery. Leave that in there for right now.
that here. That's all fine to leave here. We'll take those two over time. I guess I answered my own question about like, am I gonna like weld up those conveyors or just hand move this stuff over? Hand move it over. It's not much really to move. I mean, in theory, I could probably get the other basic assembler rolling on steel plates, and so I could be doubling up, but then it's more power utilization, and I got enough stuff to keep me busy, so I don't want to burn out the batteries, particularly when I'm in a no light situation. Should be doing though is not just moving these power cells 3 times. Should just weld them into place. Alright, what we need to do is we're going to call this the
low.
arc jump. The arc jump ship. And what I'm going to want to do is this. Actually, I got the steel plate in the way. I'm not going to be able to do this in time. Do that, and then that, and this won't weld up. But I got the components in line. I'll go sit in the chair that I got the base for now. Start doing this so I can start keeping track of what belongs to what. That's one, that's not this is there. Arc, and then this connector is going to be We're gonna call this temp because it's in discharge. All right, we're gonna call these things arc. This one's on the left. I'm gonna shut that off to start. Yeah, it's the exciting thing of me labeling crap. Now that those are grouped, I don't have there. I don't know what this camera is to. Super Guppy's getting real close. Oh, that's okay. I know what it is. This is base camera solar. It's the one that is used for aiming the solar panels. And these are arc thrusters. Turn those off. Generators. Question is, I'm curious how many of these I actually did end up putting in this thing because the count got a little messed up. So, 2, 3. Well, looks like 7. Uh, 400 in tanks, that's good. So I'm gonna shut those off. I don't want to fill them all at the same time when I go to fill them. And that's all she wrote for right now. That's going away. Oops. Oops. I was just trying to decide whether or not I wanted to take all the ice out of here because whatever ice I take out of here and put in the other end is going to get used, and I want to make sure that this keeps some. Because once I get the O2H2 gens and the tanks welded up, it's gonna burn right through everything that we got there. All right, how are you doing? Yeah, we're close. We're about 156 steel plates away, minus all the other shenanigans. Still got to figure out where we're gonna stick that our survival kit. A survival kit. We can put that container back yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna actually put it sideways off of here, because I want to have it as safe as feasible. I mean, 100%, but all right, that's up and running. So what I'm saying is, this is like my thinking is like this right here. Let's see. I don't know why I'm carrying all this, but whatevs. Right click that. Did now. Now we need some of that tasty silver. Luckily, we have it right here at home. On the dark side of the moon. Actually, it's not the dark side of the moon, but there's really no dark side of the moon, really. Matter of fact, it's all dark. So this will put us into a 2 survival kit situation, so if we lose one, there's a backup.
that is glorious. Where are you going? So now we need to, let's, actually I got a plan. I'm going to grab, I think like 500 of this, that I think I don't need it. And that's not it. Dang it. I knew I'd do that. I put this door so I'd find it, and I still end up missing it anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna go in here. Turn this back on, and put this up here. And I am just going to it's just okay, cool. I am just gonna go ahead and make like 300, possibly more, so I can finish off the windows from here. And let's see, I got 500 of that. Let's do 200. That's the way I can get the front windows going. Okay, that'll be the survival kit for here. Well, that's the extra parts that I have picked up that I was like, why am I carrying these extra parts? It's because of that. Okay, now I can charge myself off of here.
Energy low.
Just in time. Now I am going to go ahead and start to weld the base of that. Let's do another round of this. We're going to need another load of iron. This is so that we can protect that new cockpit that I placed down, and add some protection to the survival kit. And we'll have even more when we get the windows done, which is brewing. But yeah, we're definitely going to need more iron. I mean, I knew that one trip was going to take up all of that. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. We're probably going to need to take this one out because we can't. We're not going to be airtight if those thrusters are exposed, so we're going to have to do one of these. Stop it. What the hell? I hate when you're in a weird position, and so even though the directionals are supposed to, it's just like, no, it's the other way. And it's like, no, it is that way. I've played this enough. I know which way direction is depending on how I'm facing. Don't give me that. This will at least get the front end welded up and add some protection up there. And hopefully that will have enough material out of. Yeah, it's gonna go a little bit. We're gonna have to go on another iron run, which we kind of knew was gonna be the case. Might need to do two, to be honest, to get through all of this. Got all that. There's that. Yeah, I want to get the one that's on the outside of that. I don't want a lucky shot taking out that survival kit. Especially considering it's right under the one gun that we do have, so. Alright. I want to put that other, before I forget, because I know I will. I'll put that other cargo container in place. Oh. So the final tally of ARC cargo containers looks to be 8. We'll see if that holds up. Well, okay. Let's see how we're doing on the windows.
Energy low.
Yeah, of course. Man, I need a better welder. I should have the material. I didn't even think about that, is the fact that as I went this whole episode with a base 1 welder. Yeesh.
Energy critical.
Yeah. In there. Excellent. I think I had all of the enough girders for everything that I was trying to do. I still have 30 left, or actually 44 left. Nice. Now it's just a matter of the glass. We knew going into it was going to be a lot. So let's. Oh, that'll give us another 200 off of there. Yeah, so since we're doing the outside in, there might be points when we might have to like grind away parts to be able to get access to stuff, which is unfortunate, but I'd rather have it protected. I think we'll finish up these windows and we'll call a night. And then so for next time, there won't be one next week because I will be traveling, but the week after. We will. I'm gonna not do anything offline, even though I have a tendency to really want to. But when we start next time, I will need to do at least 2 iron runs. So that, because it'll take at least that much to finish out this, if not more. Silicon should be okay. Cobalt should be okay. Alright, that's the front end. We're just gonna need oodles and oodles of iron. We'll probably need more nickel, but that's not a major issue. And then just finish welding this up, and then we should be able to, once we get this all welded up ready to go, our first thing is we might have to go and mine some ice just to get and take it to ice. Just because we're just not gonna have it here, so we're gonna have to go to it over there. This. Like I said, I want to try to keep operations focused here. Not much left in the base proper, so we're doing pretty good there.
that off. That'll save some power. When we go and get the more... Oh, before we go, we should probably do something about the fact that if we go and get more iron, we're gonna have to hand move it all over. And that sounds horrible. Check something here. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do for the short term. Let's convert this over. That way we can load directly into that. Ooh, we're gonna be short on iron. What do we got? Gonna get as much. All right, we'll go a little bit longer and make one trip. Hopefully that I don't end up paying a really ridiculous price for doing this. GPS, not this one, this one. I mean, I usually go 15 minutes over anyway, so it's not a big surprise there. But I really want to finish the connector. I mean, I could cut the connector, the base connector, stick it on there, but I don't want to do that. Because that's where I want at least in the short term, I want that part in case I do get attacked, because that's only a matter of time now. And I want that to be, you know, my needle miner to be a little bit off the beaten path, so that it has some level of protection, particularly being behind the gun. And then actually doing this, I can actually set up the other gun. Be helpful considering how many like red targets keep popping up. I have like 2-3 maydays, drone facility, mining transport that just seems to be sitting there. Not getting a whole lot of warm fuzzies. Remember, heading back, 80 meters per second, brake at 3K.
Oh no! Ah. Well, that went well. Oh, that was all me. There's no undoing that. That was all me. And maybe lose the battery. Luckily I have... Oh, man. Sucks. Alright. 7. No brakes. No brakes. Well, a little bit of brakes. Alright, let's assess the situation. We got left, right, up, down, forward, and 1 back. We lost the other backing. We lost the drill. That was me. That was my fault. Alright, well, we'll have to do some repairs, but could have been worse. We lost the big battery, but we got the little battery, so that's okay, because this is mostly hydrogen based. And we still have the motor. Is that working? Gotta make sure that there's routing to that. Yeah, it's staying filled, okay. Alright, we don't have a regular drill, but we have a hand drill, so we're hand drilling.
Inventory full.
We're not going to be able to replace the forward thruster because we don't have any more thruster components. But we will be able to put a hydrogen thruster on there. Get out of the hole. It's like I didn't think I was coming in that much faster, but it was not slowing down, and
Inventory full.
In that situation, that was the best course of action. Was the only thing that I really needed to do is start drilling, but I needed to. It wasn't. I was hitting the drill button and it wasn't doing anything, so I needed to think a little faster on my feet.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. Well, that's gonna make stopping when we get back a little interesting. It was weird because it was like wasn't slowing down anywhere near, like we were empty, so there was no reason why it should have had problems slowing down, but it just wasn't. It's smoking. Is that light working? No. Thankfully, we have both of our tanks. We have 3 tanks. Or was it just the 2? Yeah, we do have 3 tanks, and we have all of them. There's the ample.
great. I think that super guppy might be in between us and home. Because what I really need to do is have to fly around something. Well, so that means that my for next time outro is going to be, first we're going to prepare the miner, then we're probably going to go get another load of iron, then we're going to try to finish up the arc so that we can start moving, getting out of this hot zone. It's getting hotter. What I really need is more red markers on my HUD. Thank you very much. Jeez, Pete. Slow down. It's like I'm back in the days when we had just 2 engines. Or thrusters, I should say. I'm going to line up on this connector, even though it's not finished. So hopefully we can start hand unloading this right now. There's not that much anyway. Woo! without that battery, I gotta run the engine just to be able to have enough power to work the thruster. Landing. Why is this in auto lock? Don't need it anymore. Still have that on the hard bar? No. Okay. So, all right. That was enough excitement for one day. Get in there. Not airtight, not really anything cubby hole here. All right. Well, that was a day. So, like I said, nothing next week, but hopefully the week after. Actually, I may do something next week. I just might not do it on this night. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, if I don't talk to you before, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much. Good night.